Okay guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sania Lutfiah Ismail. I came from the afternoon class 5th semester. So today I'm going to talk about discussion 3. It's about bilingualism in childhood and language acquisition happens in adults. So first, before that, I want to review a little about first discussion is about language acquisition. So stages language acquisition. When language acquisition happens to the baby, uh, is when he or she is already in his or her mother's home. Based on Islamic point of view, the baby start life in his or her mother homes for about 4 months old in his or her mother home. So language acquisition happen through listening to language input. So that's why we have to give a good language input to the baby inside. Okay, next, there are four language skills that we have to know before. The first is listening, the second is speaking, the third is reading, and the last is writing. So please, we don't have to mix up this because based on language acquisition theory, listening should happen first. It means like listening happens first with naturally. For language skills supported by two elements, there are the first is vocabulary mastery, and the second is mastery of grammatical rules. So that is about language acquisition. Okay, the next I want to review a little about second discussion. It's about first language, second language, and foreign language. First language, we have to pay attention about it because first language have a concept language. It's like mother is, parent is, and caregivers speech. So for the most of Indonesian children, local language is means bahasa daerah becomes his or her first language. Meanwhile, there is another language. So Indonesian language, which becomes the national language, it usually become the second language for Indonesian children. So meanwhile, English for Indonesian children or for Indonesian student, especially also for adults, is just foreign language. Yeah. English is just foreign language. So we can call it like bilingual. Second discussion and third discussion is have a relation between first, second, and foreign language. So bilingualism happens only to children, also to Indonesian adults. The first language of Indonesian children is their local language that we can call it bahasa daerah. Usually, and they also speaks Indonesian, and it means they are bilingual. So, okay, language have a variation of language that's called dialect. And meanwhile, language, for example, language are two different language code between speaker Y and speaker X that they don't understand each other about their own languages, and we can call it by dialectal. When speaker A, speaker X, or speaker Y, uh, they don't understand about their own languages, so they uh, that we can call it by dialectal. Okay. The phenomenon of bilingualism in childhood should happen naturally, and bilingualism in adults actually should um, also be done naturally, although some natural effort can also be done. So that's all about bilingual that we can review. The first discussion is about language acquisition, that we have to good uh, language input to the baby inside when baby in her or his mother womb. And the second discussion is about first first language, second language, and also foreign language that relate that have relation. About third discussion is about bilingualism in childhood, and also language acquisition happens in adults. So that's all for me. The last I say thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.